Operation Wealth Creation Program. In order to revive the agriculture sector, in July 2013, a new program called Operation Wealth Creation was launched, also known as OWC, was launched by His Excellency President Museveni as an intervention to not only to revamp the agriculture sector, but to also facilitate the socio-economic transformation of the country. And the overall goal of Operation Wealth Program is to raise the household income of subsistence farmers by turning them into commercial farmers. So they want to commercialize agriculture so that they can increase the household incomes of those subsistence farmers. And that is the introduction of Operation Wealth Creation Program. However, OWC has not been able to achieve its objectives till now. So let's look at some of the reasons as to why it has failed to achieve its objectives. The first reason is chronic accountability deficiencies. Like there is no accountability of the money that is given and the things that they do. So they cannot achieve the objectives that they want to achieve. Another reason is poor management, implementation, and execution of government programs. Most of the times, government programs are not followed up. They are managed poorly. They have a lot of corruption in it. So there is poor management, which has failed it from achieving its objectives. Another one is chaotic administrative interference. Technocrats and politicians do not listen to each other. The people who are supposed to execute the program and the politicians, they do not listen to each other. They have different views towards the program, which brings about chaos and then failure to achieve the objectives. Another reason is low prioritization of infrastructure development, particularly in rural areas. They are aiming at wealth creation, but when there is no infrastructure in the rural areas, there is no way wealth can be created. The roads, electricity, a few villages have electricity. Another reason is policy incoherency due to limited time allocated to the policy. Like the government is ever coming up with new policies of how to revive agriculture, how to reduce poverty. So once they come up with a new policy, they end up forgetting the old policy that was started. For example, there was NADS and they brought Operation Wealth Creation. There is Bonava Gagawale. There is parish model. So they end up interfering each other and they end up achieving none. So policy incoherence is one of the reasons why OWC has not achieved its objectives. Another reason is low quality and quantity of human resource. A few people nowadays want to engage in agriculture, and those who are engaging are not skilled. They are not skilled, so they have failed to achieve their objectives. Another reason is low quality and quantity of data to inform decision making. For example, the farmers have no information about Operation Wealth Creation. A few people know about it. So it is very hard for them to achieve the objectives. And then we have poor management of government performance. For example, poor communication, disposition, integrity, and bureaucratic structures. Government things are so bureaucratic, they are so long, they take a very long time. So there is poor management of performance too, whereby even the communication is poor because people become reluctant just because they are working for the government. And then another reason is inability to manage the politics of economic intervention, coupled with the mindset of the beneficiaries. Because most of the times when the government tries to help people, people start to think that the government just wants their votes or their support, something like that. So the inability to manage the politics of economic intervention, it has led to the failure of the OWC to achieve its objectives. And then The last point is the top-down nature of programming without involvement of the beneficiaries. As they are planning for the operation wealth creation, they do not involve the subsistence farmers who they are going to help. They do not find out what they really want, like their personal needs. Yes, so the top-down nature of programming without involvement of beneficiaries has led to failure.